everyone. This is Eric from the Hopper House. Hope y'all are having a great Friday night. Hopefully, y'all are going to enjoy tonight's Open AA. If y'all want to share y'all story in recovery, please feel free to post in the chat. If not, like, subscribe, stay tuned to our Facebook uh, and YouTube every Wednesday, Friday, Sunday as we stream on all those days. On Wednesday and Friday is what I meant to say. We stream at 7 to 8 o'clock at night for Bible studies on Wednesday. And Friday, we do our open AA like tonight. Wednesday morning, we will be having church at 8:30. So hopefully we'll see you here online. If not, hopefully you can come out and see us in person. Y'all are always welcome to come out here at the Hopper House to attend any of our meetings. Our AA groups are 7 to 8 throughout the week, except for Wednesdays and Sundays, because we have Bible studies at the same time, and Sunday we have church. And after that, we usually let all our men and women rest for uh, the Lord's Day. Other than that, all we do is just have another reminder about some events that we have coming up on the. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked there. September 20th is going to be a Saturday here in San Angelo. We have 8X 21st annual Let It Go Recovery Rally and Run. That's going to be here in town. That's going to start at, I believe, is going to be noon, and that's going to be at 34th West Ave Drive here in San Angelo. The next event that we have going on is going to be the Recovery in the Park 4th annual volleyball tournament. That's going to be out in Odessa, and that's going to start at 6 p.m. at Sherwood Park uh, in Odessa at 4400 North Dixie Boulevard. So if you want to come out here and support our men and women that are going to have a volleyball tournament, or if y'all just want to show up to that, that's going to be a great time. There should be a bunch of ministries and some other teams out there all competing in a volleyball tournament. It should be a great time. After that, we have October 4th at noon is going to be a Jesus Fest hosted by North Face Ministries. That's also going to be here in town at 2929 Waco Street in San Angelo, Texas. So hopefully y'all come out and attend that. We will have a bunch of games and booths set up to help some of the kiddos learn about Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. And, they'll be able to play some games, win some candy. It should be a good, fun time for the family. And then October 18th, here at the Hopper House, we are going to have our Fearless Fest, which will be kind of similar to the Jesus Fest, except for it's going to be a little bit more Halloween themed. We're going to have a bunch of decorations set up at all our trailers. Each trailer is going to have their own little mini game. Should be a night of some good fun for the kiddos, as well as some of the men and women here that are in recovery. So if y'all feel like coming out and attending that, I believe we'll also be having a pumpkin contest for the best pumpkin carving. We're also going to be having the best costume for that as well, and also the best mini game. So hopefully we can see you at any of these events here soon. After that, I think we just have our baptisms on November 2nd. So if you want to come out and get baptized, we will be doing that here as well at the Hopper House at 6545 Great Creek Road here in San Angelo. So if y'all want to come out, get y'all's faith renewed in Christ, we'll be doing baptisms on November 2nd. So it sounds like they're starting in there. So just one last reminder, if y'all need anything done around the house, any chores, yard work, etc., please call or text Ryan. His number is going across the screen right now. And if y'all are willing to donate anything to our ministry, we are really needing some financial help right now to start up our new 12 Steps Towards Jesus program. That's going to extend out our current intake program and give men and women the best shot at recovery. They're going to have some recovery classes, some Bible studies, and just kind of keep them out of working and keeping that pressure off of them for the first couple weeks of their recovery. So if y'all can donate anything, please give me a call, visit us online. I'm going to put a QR code up in the corner right now. So if y'all do want to come out, donate, y'all can. If not, just scan that QR code or give me a call and we can help set that up for y'all. So hopefully y'all enjoyed tonight's Open AA. We love y'all. Thanks for joining us. And I'm going to go ahead and switch the cameras over now. I'll be in the chat as well. So if you want to tell me about your recovery, tell me how Christ has worked in your life, I will be there in the chat. Love you guys. Utilities and coffee. All right. Okay. Before we begin, we want to remind everyone that this meeting is being streamed live. To honor the traditions of anonymity, the camera will only be focused on the podium. If you choose to share, you may stand at the podium on camera or off to the side if you prefer to remain off camera. Please remember to use only first names when introducing yourself. By participating in this meeting, you acknowledge that while we do our best to protect anonymity, we cannot control who may be watching the live stream. If you are not comfortable with this, we completely understand, and we encourage you to share it in a way that feels safe for you. Thank you. Thank you for your understanding and for respecting the traditions of that keeps our fellowship strong. Okay. AA Preamble. Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of men and women who share their experience, strength, and hope with each other that they may solve their common problems and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is a desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership. We are self-supporting through our own contributions. AA is not allied with any sect, denomination, politics, organizations, or institutions. It does not wish to engage in any controversy. Neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. Okay, I asked someone to read how it works.
David, this is how it works.
You doing, David?
Rarely have we seen a person fail who has thoroughly followed our path. Sorry. Rarely have we seen a person fail who has thoroughly followed our path. Those who do not recover are people who cannot or will not completely give themselves to this simple program. Usually men and women who are constitutionally incapable of being honest with themselves. There are such unfortunates. They are not at fault. They seem to have been born that way. They are naturally incapable of grasping and developing a manner of living which demands rigorous honesty. Their chances are less than average. There are those, too, who suffer from grave emotional and mental disorders, but many of them do recover if they have the capacity to be honest. Our stories disclose in a general way what we used to be like, what happened, and what we are like now. If you have decided you want what we have and are willing to go to any lengths to get it, then you are ready to take certain steps. At some of these we balked. We thought we could find an easier, softer way, but we could not. With all the earnestness at our command, we beg of you to be fearless and thorough from the very start. Some of us have tried to hold on to our old ideas, and the result was nil until we let go absolutely. Remember that we deal with alcohol, cunning, baffling, powerful. Without help, it is too much for us. But there is one who has all power. That one is God. May you find him now. Half measures availed us nothing. We stood at the turning point. We asked his protection and care with complete abandon. Here are the steps we took, which are suggested as a program of recovery. 1. We admitted we are powerless over alcohol, that our lives have become unmanageable. 2. Came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. 3. Made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood Him. 4. Made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. 5. Admitted to God to ourselves and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. 6. We're entirely ready to give God or to have God remove all the defects of character. 7. Humbly asked him to remove our shortcomings. 8. Made a list of all persons we had harmed and became willing to make amends to the law. 9. Made direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. 10. Continued to take personal inventory and when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. 11. Sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood him, praying only for the knowledge of his will for us and the power to carry that out. 12. Having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we tried to carry this message to alcoholics and to practice these principles in all our affairs. Many of us exclaimed, "What an order! I can't go through with it." Do not be discouraged. No one among us has been able to maintain anything like perfect adherence to these principles. We are not saints. The point is that we are willing to grow along spiritual lines. The principles we have set down are guides to progress. We claim spiritual progress rather than spiritual perfection. Our description of the alcoholic, the chapter to the agnostic, and our personal adventures before and after make clear 3 pertinent ideas. A. That we are alcoholic and could not manage our own lives. B. That probably no human power could ever relieve our alcoholism. And C. That God could and would if he were sought.
And I asked a fellow to read 12 to this.
Okay. All right. 12 traditions of Alcoholics Anonymous. Our common welfare should come first. Personal recovery depends upon AA unity. 2. For our group purpose, there is but one ultimate authority, the loving God, as he may express himself in our group conscience. Our leaders are but trusted servants. They do not govern. 3. The only requirement for AA membership is a desire to stop drinking. 4. Each group should be autonomous, except in matters affecting other groups or AA as a whole. 5. Each group has but one primary purpose, to carry out its message to the alcoholic who still suffers. 6. An AA group ought never endorse, finance, or lend the AA name to any related facility or outside enterprise, lest problems of money, poverty, and prestige divert us from our primary purpose. 7. Every AA group ought to be fully self-supporting, declining outside contributions. 8. Alcoholics Anonymous should remain forever non-professional, but our service centers may employ special workers. 9. AA, as such, ought never be organized, but we may create service boards or committees directly responsible to those they serve. 10. Alcoholics Anonymous has no opinion on outside issues, hence the AA name ought never be drawn into public controversy. 11. Our public relations policy is based on attraction rather than promotion. We need always maintain personal anonymity at the level of press, radio, and films. 12. Anonymity is the spiritual foundation of all our traditions, ever reminding us to place principles before personalities.
Thank you. And I asked a friend to topic for me.
What page, man? 89.
Page 89.
89, first 2 paragraphs. My name's Matt. I'm an alcoholic.
Amen.
I have a sobriety date 9/16/2024.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Topic today is out of working with others, page 89, first 2 paragraphs. Practical experience shows that nothing will so much ensure immunity from drinking as intensive work with other alcoholics. It works when other activities fail. This is our 12th suggestion. Carry this message to other alcoholics. You can help when no one else can. You can secure their confidence when others fail. Remember, they are very ill. Life will take on a new meaning to watch people recover, to see them help others, to watch loneliness vanish. to see a fellowship grow up about you, to have a host of friends. This is an experience you must not miss. We know you will not want to miss it. Frequent contact with newcomers and with each other is a bright spot of our lives. Need to read it again?
Yes, sir.
Practical experience shows that nothing will so much ensure immunity from drinking as intensive work with other alcoholics. It works when other activities fail. This is our 12th suggestion. Carry this message to other alcoholics. You can help when no one else can. You can secure their confidence when others fail. Remember, they are very ill. Life will take on a new meaning to watch people recover, to see them help others, to watch loneliness vanish, to see a fellowship grow up about you, to have a host of friends. This is an experience you must not miss. We know you will not want to miss it. Frequent contact with newcomers and with each other is a bright spot of our lives.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you, man.
My name's Matt. I'm an alcoholic.
Amen.
My buddy Warren told me to read this, and you know, this really makes a lot of sense about a fellowship that you can come into an AA, NA meeting, whatever anonymous meeting it is, find that group of people who was as sick as you are, and you just don't, there's help everywhere you go. For me, when I first came here, I didn't know if I wanted to be here. I was going through a lot till I came to AA, started learning what the 12 steps were going, trying to teach you. But for me, it's fellowship. It's probably the best medicine that alcoholics can have. Because see, all the stuff that we're going through, that we're trying to leave in the past, we just can't leave all that crap bottled up anymore. It's best to get a group of fellas and, just be able to talk to somebody. As for me, I didn't really know how to open up. But as time went along, I started having a better relationship with my higher power. That's probably when I totally I told God, I accept you, full force. Because, I had to find my higher power because I was struggling. I was struggling really bad. And then as time grew, I met a couple of friends that are still here, and that I consider them as brothers, because they know everything that I was going through. They knew what was eating at me, and I wasn't be able to feel good about my recovery until I let it all out. That's when this fellowship comes in. You guys, y'all take note when y'all in here at this AA meeting, and you just listen to the stories that we share, because I can almost 100% say y'all are feeling some way about that. And y'all ain't alone. That's what I thought when I came here. I was all by myself. I was alone. But I was wrong. Thank God I was wrong. That's all I got. Thank you.
Name is Warren. Survived day 2/26/25. Working with others, man, is for AA is a big thing to do, because working with somebody, it helps you as much as it helps the other people, the other person. And like Matt said, when I got to this place, I was in rehab before I got here, and I didn't know where I was gonna go at, but thank God that they sent me over here, because this is the best place that God sent me to. It's all about my higher power, of this place, and the people, the guys, y'all the ones that make me want to keep doing what I'm doing, because the fellowship makes me want to do that. Helping another person, you know. Just like a couple of months ago when I got over here, got back over here, me and a guy was talking at the bus stop, man. It lifted me up to see a fellow man. He didn't know which way to go, and I talked to him at the same time I was talking to him. I was talking to myself, and by the grace of God, everything worked out. He's still here today, and I love him like a brother, you know. So, and like they got another guy over here that helped me a whole lot. That person who I'm talking to, I'm not, you know, I'm who I'm talking about. So no needs to be said, because I thank him every day. I thank him every day. Friend Matthew, uh, that's a brother that helps me out every day. That's working with others, like my sponsees. You know, working with them, like I got a sponsee, Jacob. When Jacob talked to me, man, he just don't know I'm helping him. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sound like a broken record for y'all newcomers. Man, talk to each other, because y'all in our building every day together. Talk to them, then come to the people that's in the community, like myself, Ryan, Matt, uh, Chris. Come to us and talk to us, man. We can show y'all, or hopefully, and y'all can show us too. You know, just because y'all new, we need to learn too from y'all. You know what I'm saying? So this is how this program work. We gotta talk to each other. You know, that's the only way we gonna keep our sobriety and keep our mind together. Thank you. And
Thank you.
so we gonna start over here. We go around. Go ahead. Okay, y'all can come to the podium, or
That's fine.
you want this?
No, I got this topic. Helping others, man. Developing healthy relationships amongst friends. I'm Sean.
Hey, Sean.
So, that guy right there. Really like that guy. He knows how to reciprocate energy, man. You start developing friendships that are not revolving around addiction, toxic ways that are just really destructive to, you know, your life and others. It really gives life a bigger meaning. It just makes it a little more bearable. You know, I was just literally, it's kind of cool because, you know, on the topic of spiritual growth, I was talking to the Lord. I was like, man, I just got paid only 2 days worth of work. I'm like, man, I want to do right by Chris. But I was like, but man, I really need some socks. I really need some work clothes. So I got to talk to this man, figure something out. And here was my buddy Al called me up. As I'm outside, we're looking at each other like, hey man, I got your call, but I'm coming right over, you know? And bro just blessed my game with like the same amount of socks. Don't need no more socks. I was like, that's God working through my friends right there, man. And so like I find it like encouraging and uplifting in spirit to, you know, kind of make a game out of seeing who can be the best homie nowadays, you know. My brother Blake over here, workout partner. Like to share God with one another. Something new is something I really cherish, man. Got a new workout partner, James, man. We can hit hard after the group. Yeah, man, I encourage once ever you get grounded in your faith and you start taking life a little more seriously, outside of gang banging and addiction or whatever, you know, that's my life. You know, I don't really pride myself on it. It's actually a really terrible thing. Like, why do you want to be a gangster? Like, I wanted that so bad. Then I ended up regretting it when I got it. I was like, damn, my life fucking sucks right now. But things are better, man. Turn a new leaf. our God and sharing the good news with a brother or sister in Christ really gets me going, man. So hopefully it does somebody the same way. Don't give up, man.
Thank you, Sean.
My name is Juan.
Hey, Juan.
I'm a recovered addict. I mean, we shoot, man. I've been here going on 8 months, and it's just, you know, people that are in the outdoor, man. There's, you know, levels to this, man. And once you get out of that house building, you'll figure out who you can hang around, I guess you could say, or get along with. And I don't know. That's all I have.
Thank you. My name's Hector.
Hey, Hector.
Glad to be here, glad to share with y'all. Anything I can do for y'all, I sure like to. I appreciate every one of y'all. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Chris, I'm an addict.
Hey, Chris.
Okay, so I'm starting to realize what Hopper keeps saying at every meeting about dig deeper into the program. I've been doing that. I got asked to do the chairman at U-Turn. I go to Journey, which, man, whenever y'all have a chance to go to Journey, we need people, man, it's awesome. You'd be good over there when you get a chance. It's real fun, man. It helps you help the other guys, and I'm starting to understand now that giving back, it keeps you sober. Being a sponsor, I've got 2 new sponsees, which is my first 2, and I got a third one back here I got to meet with. And man, it really keeps you sober, guys, when you dig into this program. I mean, hopefully, I know this place turns around like big time, but it stays full. And man, the longer you see guys stay, the better things happen to you, man. Like in life, sobriety, man, you start to meet new people that help you along this journey, man. It's crazy how this works, but it works, man. It's not a bunch of BS. Hopper keeps telling you. And I can remember, kind of like, what's your name again? Sean. Sorry, I'm bad with names, guys. Sean, like him, man. Look, I'm really into my word, and I'm not going to quote scripture. I'm really into my word, and I always thought, like, this last time at TDC, I did 4 years this last time, and I remember I was always just in my word. And I'm like, I want to be a preacher, but I'm sitting here going, there's no way I can be a preacher. I can't remember my name half the time, you know. And I'm like, and I always pray to God, how can I help build the kingdom? And finally today, when I was driving down the road without wrecking, doing my job, he's like, dude, you're at the Hopper House. You're here to help NA, AA, your ministry. You're here to help people stay sober, to get sober. Tell your testimony, you know, because this is strong testimony, man. When you come through the places we've come through, guys, TDC, homelessness, you know, everything, man. The bottom of the barrel, man, is what, you know, people considered us as. And to come up from that, man, y'all are beasts, dude. I said this before. I mean, we're all a force to reckon with, man. When y'all buckle up and do what you're supposed to do and give back, meaning be a sponsor, do the community, man. I promise you guys it works. And we got time here, right? I got a little testimony. No. Sure. Got a minute? Because I know y'all taking a minute. So this is for the people who don't know for sure about God, and if he's not real. This last time down, when I did 4 years, I went to a camp. And I remember, you know, I got my first set off, I got my second set off, I got my third set off. I went to go see Parole Enforcement. got set off. I was so sure. I'm like, man, what am I doing wrong? Why did I'm on camp? I'm all aggravated. Why did this happen? I was mad for a second. I'm like, you know what? I went out to the track, started walking the track we had, and I'm going, okay, been another year. That's cool. I can handle this. I'll just stay here. I'll do this. And anybody knows there's a lot of drugs, there's a lot of wine, there's a lot of shit stuff in camps. Okay, it's everywhere too. I stayed away from all that. And I was coming back inside the dorm, and boss lady goes, Chris. She goes, what's wrong? She goes, I see you down in the dumps. I said, yeah. I said, man, I got my 4 set off. I was for sure gonna make it. And she said, Chris Jordan, I see you every day on your knees. I see you praying. I see you Bible. I see you go to church. She goes, parole is not your last decision. She said, you go over to your bunk, you get on your knees, and you tell God that parole is not the last decision. God's the last decision. I was like, oh, and I did it, and I earnestly prayed it. And that evening, when they passed out, what this paper? Lay-ins, it said, not parole, but no, re-entry. I'm like, dude next to me on the side, he's like, you're going home, you're going to get your blood. I said, no, bro, I got a set off. I'm just going back to re-entry. I don't know why. I get in there, and the parole lady's handing me all this paperwork. I'm like, what to do, like where to go when you get out and all this stuff. And I'm like, what do you give me this paperwork for? She said, what do you mean? I said, this is when I get out. I just got a set off. She goes, she goes, oh, they brought you back up. And I'm going to tell you, this is at 10:45 the day before I found out I didn't make pro again. And she said, oh, they brought you up at 1 o'clock and voted you in and you made pro. I'm like, what? And this is after praying. So anyway, God is real. Give back to the community. Give back to help other people, man. Your life is better. I promise you. In Jesus' name, go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys. My name is Joseph. Hey, Joseph, recovering alcoholic, 38721. Connecting with others. I think that's a good thing to do, especially when you're in a place like this and we're battling with recovery. I just think that once you find your people that you can talk to and that you can vibe with and learn something from them and all that, I think you need to, you know what I mean? I know it's hard as men opening up to other men, you know what I mean? I mean, it's something that we got to do in order to let everything out. Because if we just hold stuff in, you know what I mean? That just, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but for me, it just leads to other things. So, I mean, I think we're in a good spot right here. It's a good place. And there's a lot of resources and a lot of positive things coming out of this. So, for y'all that just showed up, just stick with it. Just pray about it and get into these meetings and make the meetings and I mean whatever you want out of this is what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? So just try at it, try hard, work through your steps, get you a sponsor. You know what I mean? Whoever you can speak with, talk to, get along with, who you can see yourself in, or whatever you need to do just to stick with it, you know what I mean? It's not a bad place, you know what I mean? We've been in worse, you know what I mean? We're out on the streets, we're wherever we were, you know what I mean? So just find your connection with your higher power, because that's number one, you know what I mean? And once you do that, blessings will come your way, you know what I mean? You'll get your little routine going, you'll get your little step, you know what I mean? Your step work in, you know what I mean? Bible study, going to church, singing, working out, you know what I mean? Eating right, just vibing with the community, you know what I mean? So I see some good people here that you can talk to, and they'll help you out and lead you in the right direction. So just stay focused, and everything's gonna be all right. You know, anybody that's down and out, and you need somebody to talk to, just holler at anybody. Everybody's got open arms here. You know what I mean? Don't ever think that you're different or you can't talk to nobody. Or we all got problems. You know what I mean? And everybody needs to talk. So just keep your head up and keep moving forward. Just pray. Just commit yourself to this community right here. You gotta commit yourself. So with that saying, I'll pass on. Everybody have a blessed evening.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph.
Lieutenant Dan, is that day?
Dan, I'm an addict.
Hey.
Helping others and watching others help others, or something to that effect. I have a problem with helping a lot of people. Being in Houston, in the last 20 years, helping people got me nowhere but prison or getting jacked, getting my stuff stolen, and putting me in a bad mood. So right now, I'm really cautious with my circle. I don't talk to a lot of you guys outside. It's just nothing against y'all, but I'm just keeping a close circle myself right now with God. That's all I really want. I have a girlfriend right now and a lady that's helping me with work. I just don't want a lot of distractions in my life right now. I don't want to have other people's problems and burdens on my shoulders thinking I'm supposed to fix their world right now when I can't even fix my own. So I'm really just working on myself right now before I can even help anybody else. Like I said, it's hard to trust people, and we are a bunch of untrustworthy people. So why would I want to trust y'all at this point in my life when I don't know y'all yet? So nothing about it, but I'm just saying, I mean, it's hard for me to take that step first. Yeah, I work on me first, and then when I have the ability and the time and the patience to help other people, I'm sure I'll get better at it. Right now, it's doing me, man, me and the Lord, doing my thing right now before I can do anything else. And it's helping me so far. I mean, I'm not stressing out nothing, not worried about nothing, got everything I want. So, I mean, it's going good. I like it that way. I'm going to try and keep it that way. That's all I got for now. So. Thank you.
My name's Joshua, I'm an alcoholic addict. My natural instinct is to answer. It's all about Joshua. Until I got a higher power and learned that there was someone better than me, I would never think about helping anybody. I mean, I'm kind of like Dan. I keep my circle. I keep my square tight. I don't associate with very many people. I come from the penitentiary. I know how it is. The more you get, the more trouble that you bring. But it's like a while ago, I seen one of my old associates. He was in front of Aztecas opening the door for people, and I know what they're doing. They're hustling. Well, I gave him $4, and I told him, I said, man, I'd really rather buy you something to eat, but I don't have time to go in and buy you something to eat because I know what you're going to go do with that $4. I mean, eventually I want to help. I want to keep on doing my steps and everything else, and with my higher power, learn to be more of a person than I am now, and be more willing to help people. That's all I got.
Thank you.
My name is Jonathan. I got a key date of 7/27/2025. And one thing I really appreciate about this place is that it's like in all the family, like, you know, the atmosphere, the camaraderie, everything that people done here and been there for me ever since day one when I came to this door. I had just got out of jail, and Ryan and Bob picked me up. But anyways, they probably hear it. I didn't have my family. I didn't have my brother, and my mom and dad passed away in 2023. But what I'm saying is that even from then I didn't have my family because I was not doing right, and they wanted me to do good first before I could, start working on having those relations back in my life. So when I didn't have nobody there for me, the Opera House community was here for me, and when I was down and out, they lifted me up. And so, for further down the line, I've been able to fix those relationships with my family. But even whenever I'm down and out and being how I am, an overthinker, and trying to get so much from my family, they get frustrated with me and don't want to hear that. They hang up on me when I start stressing about something the most, because I'm stressing them out. But no matter how much I'm stressing, then I go share with the people in my community here. I can always depend on the community to help me and be there for me, because you know what? I understand y'all problems, but I'm very thankful for, the kind of people I am, and they're always there for me. There's a bunch of people I can go to, and they're always in to lift me up. And so I look forward to a time and place where I'm able to move forward from my rut and be able to do and make sure I never give up on someone who's in their rut and over and over again for the rest of my life. But I'm thankful for that. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Vincent, an alcoholic. Tired today. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be in the community surrounded by brothers.
Glad to hear, bro.
Being around people is huge. I'm glad I made some friends. I'm glad I met Rod. Have to be like talking to Chris. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be seeing things turn around slowly. And I'm somebody that wants to get in a hurry, and I mess everything up when I get in a hurry. So I'm trying to take it slow this time. That's all I got. Right.
And Alonzo, 8. Hey, Al. What's up? 8/22/5. I'm an addict. I want to push up Sean. Get me a little closer to God. All right. He talks to me every now and again. We talk about it at work, and he seems genuine. He keeps it real with me. He's just a good co-worker. Push him up. That's all I got. Thank you.
Working together, it's good. Just about ready to start the set work. Looking forward to that. One day at a time. Ready to be on that.
Remember that. One day at a time.
Page 9. Page 9, first 2 paragraphs. Working with the newcomer.
My name is Craig, and I'm an alcoholic, married. June 10th, 2025. The newcomer is the most important person to any type of meeting. Just the things that a person can go through, and to understand, to try to filter, understand, and put yourself in that person's shoes. You know what I mean? I mean, if the shoe don't fit, don't wear it. But there's a lot of things that you can't relate to, and especially being a recovered alcoholic, and you can try to help that person. Man, I mean, the higher power is really good. It's like I'm a newcomer again, basically, and I'm figuring out things about myself that I really didn't know, especially being under the influence of alcohol. I found out that there was some attention that I had, and it took a really good sponsor to sit down with me and to talk about those things and make me really think about it. Because I really never thought about that hard about it, but try to figure out what's the inner self and in that self-pity, but having a desire to want to change, it's only comes from that. Having a good self-conscious and really thinking about it. But yeah, man, that's it's crazy. But God's good. Thank God for having me.
Thank you.
Joe,
Alcoholic addict.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe. 7/12/25. Working with the newcomer. So I'm a newcomer too. I've always been a helper, helping people, even though I felt unappreciated, but that was my blessing, helping people. Because now I need help, and I'm getting help from people just like me. 60 days clean today. I've never been that long since I've been on the street. I've never went that long. Wow. That's why I didn't get my 30-day check. I didn't really believe in myself, but I believe in myself now. I believe that 2 months. I love helping, and I'm able to actually help now, and I can get it here. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
My name is Rob. More than once, this place has taken me in when I was completely absolutely nothing, and they helped me without a second thought. And it was basically both times it was at a point where I had nobody else, nothing to turn to. And was completely lost. And they took me in with open arms and like it was nothing. I've always, considered myself to be like kind of, a selfish person. You know what I mean? But being here like makes me actually want to care about people. If that makes sense, it's not a thing that comes naturally, but as time goes on, like I feel, my empathy, like, and it's not even like that I actually act on it all the time, but like there's a voice now, and there didn't used to be. If there's anybody that I can tell in this room, come talk to me, so that I can try to, improve on that, because that's definitely something that I've been sorely missing in my life, and I think I need more of.
Nate, Matt.
Hey, Nate.
Well, I ain't got too much to say because we said make good connections. You also got to cut bad connections out. You can't meet somebody. You can tell you got a bad vibe off the rip. Stop messing with it. Because some people will lead you astray even if you don't know it. So, you work with it.
Thank you.
My name's Buddy. I'm an alcoholic.
Hey, buddy.
I got 8 days sober. I'm just thankful. This is my 3rd day here and my 2nd meeting, so I'm still getting situated with the program, the community, the people, and like somebody said, I'm just like them. It's a big change to be around people that want to do right. And I'm just thankful that I was accepted here, and I appreciate y'all.
Hey, buddy.
My name is Pablo. I'm not alcoholic. It's my first day. I was really nervous. I almost felt like getting my suitcase in jet. But I want to thank all the guys in my door. They greeted me with open arms. And they showed up and they kind of eased me down, calm me down. So I appreciate that very much, guys.
Bro, there's nothing to be nervous about this place. I promise you that.
We've all been there and done it.
Yes. As David and I'm alcoholic. As David, I'm alcoholic. Hey, David.
working with other alcoholics, I find to be really, really important. And mostly for me right now, it's just been being the sponsee. Hopefully one day I'll be a great sponsor, but I've been working with my sponsor, and we've been going through it really fast. And I think this time I'm actually going to get past the fourth step, which is one now. And that was where I fell off last time, but working with it has been really easy. And all the other brothers work as a close fraternity, and it's really shocking to me because I was always the one that just left and would leave and hope that there was less to let a person down on, less responsibility, less to work up, and I would just travel and I was just on my stinky thinking and doing that stuff. And every time I wasn't getting close to anyone, it almost became alien to me. But it's so easily natured in AA that I was habitually using the group. Every time I would come off something, I would go to the group, and whether or not I was about to go back out or not, I would just ride the group, and I wouldn't put in any effort because the very first time I got to step forward, and I just sat there, and I just sat there for 2 years. And they were going to give me the 2-year necklace that they were doing back at the time, and I don't know if this will be that, but I had to respectfully decline it because I was just riding my steps and riding the group. And I had been on step 4 for 1.5 years. And the way this is working with my sponsor, the way it is with all of you, I think I'm actually going to be able to hold to something. I think those long-term fears that weren't there when I was only by myself, when I didn't work with other alcoholics, when I just listened to what they had to say and said my 2 bits. But it's really important to me that they have the level of connection they have in the group, that they have the level of consideration that is built on these principles. And it's done a lot for me every time I've led it. And I think with what's going on now, I'll be able to get further than I usually let myself because I'm less scared. I'm less concerned. I'm less eager to run away right now, even though some days it still comes through my mind. I know every once in a while I get in my positions of obstinance where I think, oh, this would be way easier to leave. But I know if I just were willing to write it out, the way it's been laid out for me, the way people have brought this back to me or working with me, this will be capable. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. My name is Ruben. I'm alcoholic addict. First of all, I'm giving my highest thanks to God, Chris Hopper, his wife, the administration, and the community here at the Hopper House for helping me throughout your testimonies and your knowledge and wisdom and mature addicts to help me hurdle my obstacles during my disease. And I just want to like to send out my strong embrace of strong positive emotions to everybody for embracing the newcomers here in the community. Thank you. God bless you.
Well, that's actually, I got a lot of stuff I need to lay out about stuff I like about. I want to be honest. Next.
Guys, because of the fact that I really want to work this program, my name's Nova Crawford. So am I supposed to say that? No last name. I'm an addict, man, and an alcoholic. I finally realized I've lied to you guys about a lot of things, man. I feel like in order to establish real friendships, man, I can't establish them on lies. So I just want to be honest about a couple of things that y'all didn't know about, man, because it's really been eating at me. And I told myself yesterday at our last meeting last night, I quit lying to myself. And along those lines, it was quit lying to others. And I really like you guys a lot, man. Y'all care about me, man, and it's been eating at me because y'all been just killing me with kindness. Like my brothers over here, man, I heard them the most, man. And I just to see them that they still want to see me do right. That's what made me want to come and be a man. I lied about my dad dying, man. I was trying my best to get out there to go see him because I hadn't seen him since I was a kid. Well, actually, since I moved to New Mexico, and I knew I'd be getting high to do the same thing, man. And it took me those 2 miserable days that I was out there, man, and sobering up these last 2 days that I was, and just sitting there watching everybody and actually listening for once to realize I'm a big liar, dude, and I can't have real friends if I keep lying. And that's one of the lies I've been telling, not just to myself, but to other people. And on top of that, like, that's all, man. It's really get that out there.
What's up, y'all? I'm Ryan. I'm an alcoholic.
Hey, Ryan.
I've been in recovery since April 14th of 2020.
Practical experience shows us that nothing will so much ensure immunity from drinking as intensive work with other alcoholics. Not just work with other alcoholics, but intensive work with alcoholics. Lots of it. You know, that I can attest to. You know, I've got 5 years in recovery, just a little bit more, 5 years and change. And it's true, you know, in that 5 years, I've had times to where, you know, I would have people that, you know, or have times where I was working with, you know, sponsees, 3 sponsees at a time, 2 sponsees at a time, 4 sponsees at a time. And I would also have times when I wasn't working with a sponsee at all. You know, I would have times when I was, you know, focusing on coming into the meetings, getting to know everybody, you know, being involved. I would have other times whenever, you know, I was too busy or I was, you know, not focusing on the things that I needed to focus on. And it's true. It will definitely ensure immunity because the defense we have, it's like a distance. You know, it's like we have this fence. And if we're on one side of the fence, we're in our alcoholism. But if we're on the other side of the fence, we're just barely on the other side of our alcoholism. But then we start to distance ourselves from that usage. And, you know, that distance, that barrier, that's what we get from this intensive work. You know, we're filling our time with this gap of all this usage, of all this other stuff, this good, honest, you know, heartfelt stuff. And, you know, working with other alcoholics, that's where it's at. And then the other thing that I want to bring up here is frequent contact with newcomers and with each other is the bright spot of our lives. You know, I didn't realize what happiness really was until a few years into recovery, because I was able to look back and I was able to go from studying this book, studying other books of recovery, studying other books, you know, that are on this world that have been given to us that really, you know, show how we're supposed to live, what we're supposed to live by, you know, the path that we're supposed to take. And, you know, it's because of that, you know, I've come to understand what happiness is, what joy is, you know, the necessity of being patient and coming in here and going, hey, you're new. Nice to meet you. I hope I get to see more of you. You know, I only get to say hi to you real quick right now, but we're going to be buddies, you know, little bit by little bit by little bit, you know, we're going to develop a relationship, you know, we're going to develop to some extent a friendship, you know, and that's what it's about, you know. I mean, it's like we're on a ship, and if we don't work together to be cohesive into making sure that, you know, all these different aspects of, you know, this ship, which is every single person that's on it, is held together and not slipping apart, this herd of people that we have, if we're not keeping everybody close knit, then, you know, people fall out. You know, there's a lot of pressure in here. You know, people can want to get away from that pressure, or just fall away from that pressure, or just be holding on so intensely and not be working this step, not be working these steps, not be, you know, actually working the program that, you know, eventually they just say, whatever, I'm going to go live this other life. And, you know, I've seen it time and time again. But that's what we're here for, you know, to work with each other, to be compassionate with each other, to show each other love. You know, it's a beautiful thing to see every single one of y'all here and see all the different, you know, flavors of love that each one of y'all have, because y'all are all a bunch of weird mofos. I'm glad that I don't fit in here, because none of us do, and that's why we're all here, because we're all good people deep down in our hearts. That's all I got.
Right, Mr. Chris. Chris read the promises, and after promises are
Just shoot first and then promise.
I'm Chris, recovering alcoholic.
Hey, Chris.
Clean date 1/23/25. For that, I'm truly grateful. Now, we got new chips and the new sayings up here for us, so bear with me. We got our first chip, 24-hour chip. Does anybody want to accept this new way of life just for 24 hours?
Yeah, get up there, Pablo.
I'll go be here.
Thank you,
All
Pablo.
right, Pablo. All right, Nova, I am an alcoholic, man.
Next, we got 30 day chip. Anybody got 30 days?
Somebody somewhere.
Somebody somewhere. 60 days. 2 months.
Joe, alcoholic, keep him faith.
Anybody else? 60 days. 3 months. Anybody got 3 months? 90 days. Somewhere. What does it say? It says a whole season sober, you change more than the weather. Pretty good. 4 months. Anybody celebrate 4 months? Somebody somewhere. 5 months. Somebody somewhere. 6 months. Anybody celebrate 6 months recovery?
Well, I wish you got friends.
Half a year sober, you're proof that the program works. Somebody somewhere. 7 months. Don't say anything. 7 months. Somebody somewhere. These are usually appreciated. 8 months.
You appreciate.
Yeah. Nobody. Somebody somewhere. The big 9 months. Anybody celebrate 9 months recovery? Somebody somewhere. Nobody said it. Could have been a baby. 10 months. Celebrate 10 months. Somebody somewhere. 11 months. Somebody somewhere. Right, is this a 12 month chip?
A year or more goes on the board.
A year or more goes on the board, celebrated every third Friday of the month. Then we go back to the 24 hours. Does anybody still want a 24-hour chip? Skip it.
Out there, find out, so, back.
Yeah. All right. All righty. If that does it, you promise.
If you're sober, yourself, get out there around.
Promise. We are painstaking about this phase of our development. We will be amazed before we're halfway through. We're going to know a new freedom, a new happiness. We will not regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it. We will comprehend the word serenity and will know peace. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. We will lose interest in our selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook upon life will change. Fear of people and economic insecurities will leave us. We will intuitively know how to handle situations which used to baffle us. We will suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we could not do for ourselves. Are these extravagant promises? They are being fulfilled among us, sometimes quickly, sometimes they will always materialize if we work for them.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody circle up.
Hey, bro, this is not a circle.
All right, everyone. Thank you for coming out and watching us tonight. Our next stream will be on Sunday at 8:30 in the morning for our Sunday services. Hopefully, we will see you then. If not, please stay tuned for our streams that are going to be Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So hopefully, we will see you again. If not, feel free to join us at any of our events that are coming up. The ADAX 21st Annual Let It Go Run and Rally on the 20th of September. And the 21st is going to be our, the volleyball tournament in Odessa, the Recovery in the Park. And then we got Jesus Fest on October 4th here in San Angelo at North Face Ministries. October 18th is our Fearless Fest here at Hopper House. And then we got November 2nd, Baptism. So love you guys. Hopefully we'll see you again.